Welcome to the YouTube live broadcast. West Geauga freshman versus Chagrin Falls freshman. This game is not going to be announced, however, please feel free to watch along. Just for West G.
Well, just for West G, okay. I'm the announcer for the broadcast, Jeff Sabo.
Oh, Jeff, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. And
basically, I have a mic here. Okay, game 2. West G takes the first game. Now we're going on to the second game. Chagrin will start with the ball. Timeout, West Geauga. Those of you watching from home, the sound's going to be muted for a few minutes. This is on.
everybody. My name is Jeff Sabo, and welcome to West GTV. I'm going to be bringing you the play-by-play mainly throughout the varsity match, but we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up right here with the JV match here in the Wolf Arena. I'm loving the name here at West Geauga off Chillicothe Road. As you can see, both squads on the floor right now for the JV matchup. This one's going to be best 2 out of 3.
Ladies, let's go.
Yeah. We're good? Hey, Jim, we're good? All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to get things started off with the JV matchup. One rule about JV, it is best 2 out of 3. Varsity will be best 3 out of 5. So just kind of keep that in mind as we are waiting for things to unfold here. West Geauga will be serving first. So here it is, the Wolverines. Cece Jardich looks like she will be serving for the Wolverines just momentarily as the officials on the court making sure everything is set to go. And keep in mind, these officials, a couple of them were already working the freshman game, which ended not too long ago, and then 2 more officials are joining the crew right now. They will be working the varsity game as well. So you get so just one night they get to work 3 different games and matchups. Jardich is ready to serve, the outside hitter, and here we go. Sends that one over. Good dig in the back. That's going to be an error right there, and 1 point for the Wolverines. Keep in mind, this is rally scoring, ladies and gentlemen, which means there's a point scored on every play. You don't have to be serving to score a point. Very similar to the rules that you see in the NCAA, and before you know it, West Geauga is up 2-0. These are not only the same rules that you see in the NCAA, but also in the Olympics as well. So here we are in set number 1. We're playing up to 25. West Geauga up 2-0. And the Tigers send that one over to the other side. Good dig over in the back. Set up over in front. And that was definitely a good attack right there by the Wolverines. And it's going to go out of bounds. So once again, Wolverines up 3-0 already here in this JV matchup. Good serve right there. Good dig in the back, but another error. This Chagrin Falls JV team a little bit on their heels. They unfortunately cannot get much going. As Hannah, Gigi, and Petro tried to dig that one in the back. She's serving as the libero for this Chagrin Falls JV squad. Now set up over in front. Good volley over to the other side. And with that, it is going to be 4-1, West Geauga in the lead. And Chagrin Falls will get the side out / serve for the first time in this JV matchup. Malin Rodriguez, the sophomore, will be coming in to serve. Hold on, we're actually taking a quick timeout to make sure that somebody ties their shoe. And Bella Intorcio, the libero over for this West Geauga JV squad, had to tie her shoe. Shoes are tied, so here we go. Quick little send over to the other side. Good dig in the back. Now setting it up over in front is Kayla Link. Send that one over for the Tigers. Forced into the net. That's going to be an error, and that's going to be another point for the Tigers. 4-2. West Geauga still leading here in set number 1. As mentioned before, we are playing to 25 here in this first set. Good send over to the other side. Now set up over in front. Almost caught the Wolverines off guard. And now the Wolverines, they're going to get the point and the side out. A 5-2 here in set number 1 for this JV matchup. Is Gabby Milliken. Serving as the setter for this JV squad, sends that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by the Tigers. They finally send that one on over. And now the Wolverines looking to attack right there. The Tigers cannot counter, so it is going to be 6-2. Wolverines still in the lead here in this JV matchup. And quick send over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by the libero. Now the Tigers had no choice but to send it over to the other side right there. Now set up over in front. Good kill right there. Was it in? No, it was not. So it is now 6-3. West Geauga still in the lead. Here in this JV matchup is Kayla Link. Sends that one over to the other side. Can't be handled by the libero right there. Bella Intorcio. So it's going to be another point for the Tigers. Now only down by 2, 6-4 for those of you who like to do math at home. Fireballs over to the other side. Good communication right there by the Wolverines. Now setting it up over in front. And the Tigers can't counter right there. So the Wolverines, they're not only going to get the kill, they're going to get the point and the serve. Try saying that 5 times fast. As the Tigers up, the Wolverines up 7-4 here in this set number 1 for the JV matchup. As the Tigers clear that one off over to the other side. Wolverines had to send that one over. Miscommunication in the back, and it's going to be a point for the Wolverines. So the Wolverines, they will continue to serve until they make an error, until Chagrin Falls scores a point. Quick fireball over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by Link. Now going for the kill right there over in front. Good defense right there by the Wolverines. Now dug out in the back. Set up over in front is Jillian Vihar. Sent that one over to the side, to the other side for the Tigers. And looks like Vihar is going to get the kill and the point right there. And the Tigers are going to get the serve, as it is now 8-5 here in set number 1 for this JV matchup. Is Hannah DiGianpietro. Sends that one into the net. So it's going to go in as an error, and it is going to go for a West Geauga point. So Wolverines up 9-5. As we have some substitutions, as the players do have to rotate. As Amelia Zup serving now for the Wolverines. Quick send over to the other side. Good defense in the back right there. Now sent over is the Tigers trying to communicate a little bit better. Trying to get back into this one. Still 9-5 here in set number 1. Going for the kill right there, and hold on. And it looks like there was a violation right there on the Tigers, so it is going to be Wolverines point, 10-5. And a miscommunication can't be handled right there, so 11-5. Wolverines still in the lead here in this first set in JV. Keep in mind, this is best 2 out of 3, as they will play these games up to 25 points. Quick send over to the other side, and that is going to be an ace right there for West Geauga. So it's going to be an ace and another point, up 12-5 here in set number 1. As Amelia's up, the outside hitter still serving. Fireballs that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back, and the Tigers can't get that one over to the other side. So we're going to finally have a timeout. It is 13-5 here in the Wolverina at West Geauga High School off Chillicothe Road. As we are doing this as a little bit of a warm-up here on West G TV here tonight. I'm Jeff Sabo bringing you the play-by-play. And not a whole lot of people in here, but you could hear We Will Rock You, the parents doing the We Will Rock You stomp, the beat to that. For those of you who are big fans of Queen like I am, definitely gets me going each and every time. So it's definitely awesome just to be able to see the fans get into that. And a lot of the rules this year for COVID is that all the coaches do have to wear masks. They do have to set up the benches, so that the players are spaced apart. They're not going to do pre or post game handshakes. And normally, under normal circumstances, the teams would greet one another. However, this year, due to the COVID restrictions, they will not shake hands or greet one another beforehand. Is coming out of the timeout. Zup will continue to serve. Sends that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by Link. Now quick send over to the other side, and that's going to be Mia Charlton getting the point right there for the Tigers. And checking in is going to be Madeline Pulte, as it's now a 13-6 score in favor of West Geauga here in set number 1. And sometimes the momentum can shift with a timeout, as number 14, Jenna Santa Maria, is going to check in for the Tigers. As Santa Maria sends that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by Molly Widmer. That one just out of bounds. So it is going to be a point for the Tigers, down 13-7 here in set number 1. As the Wolverines a little bit on their heels with the error right there, 13-8. Tigers are slowly creeping back into this one. And that one out of bounds. So it's going to be Wolverines point, and they are also going to get the side out as well. As the score is going to be 14-8 in favor of the Wolverines here in set number 1. Good touch over to the other side right there by Pulte. And hold on, it's going to be a point for the Tigers. I beg your pardon right there. 14-9, they're going to get the point, and the side out is the call on the floor was that it was a lift. As Clara Ives, the freshman, is going to be serving right now for the Tigers. Quick send over to the other side. Nice pass right there. Or nice serve, I should say. Sent over to the side by the Wolverines. Now setting that one up over in front to Pulte. Wolverines with the counter, going for the kill right there. Way out of bounds. Tigers did the smart thing by letting that one go. 14-10. Is this Wolverines team only up by 4? Nice serve over to the other side. Now that one goes into the net. And it's going to be a 14-11 3-point lead for the Wolverines, as Chagrin Falls slowly getting back into this one. Is quick send over to the other side. Now set up over in front, and good dig over in the back. Now setting that one up over for Kayla Lynch. She's going to get the point, and once again, the lead is only to 2, as it's a 14-12 score here in set number 1 of this JV matchup. And pretty soon West Geauga may be taking a timeout to kind of slow down the momentum. Is Ives. Sends that one over the other side. Cannot be handled right there by Nyla Hogan. And yes, we have a timeout. 14-13. Tigers slowly creeping back into this one. As the Wolverines taking a timeout right here. Kind of slow down the momentum. Try and stop, this push that this Chagrin Falls team has. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we actually will be doing the varsity game right after this. We will be doing the varsity game right after this, as, we'll kind of keep you posted in regards to when that's going to start. As kind of keep in mind, whenever JV ends usually determines when varsity will start. If JV goes to 3 sets, they usually have to wait 20 minutes after that game, after the 3rd set ends, before varsity can start. So we could be looking at a 7 o'clock start. We could be looking at a 7:30 start. I've seen some instances in which it was quarter to 8 o'clock or even 8 o'clock by the time we got started. But either way, we're going to be here with you all night long, bringing you the volley by volley action here in the Wolverina. Wow, I love that name. That just sounds really cool. West Geauga Wolverines, Wolverina. His Ives sends that one over the other side, and we are tied. We are tied 14 apiece here in this JV matchup. And now it is going to be a substitution as Amelia Zupp, the outside hitter. She's going to check in for Nyla Hogan. As Chagrin Falls has an opportunity to take the lead. That one's still alive. And I was almost kind of surprised there wasn't double contact right there on the Wolverines. And that one hit the ceiling. Point for the Wolverines, for the Tigers, as it's now 15-14. Chagrin Falls in the lead. As that one, as the official over on the far side said, outside the antenna, out of bounds, which, when you're watching this, ladies and gentlemen, if it hits the ceiling, it is live and still in play. I know that sounds strange, but yes, that is the rule. I've seen it many, many times, so keep that in mind. And it's going to be, and it looks like it's going to be double contact on the Tigers right there. So we are tied once again 15 apiece here in set number 1. Inside the Wolverina here on West GTV is Bella Intorcio in to serve for the Wolverines. Quick send over to the other side. Now setting that one up over in front, touch over to the other side, and the Wolverines regain the lead. Allison Mueller, the middle hitter, 16-15, West Geauga in the lead. And good dig in the back right there by the Tigers. They had no choice but to send it over, as Mia Charlton had to send that one over to the other side. And good dig in the back, however, can't do much with that one. So once again, the Wolverines up by 2, 17-15. For those of you who like to do math at home, is Bella Intorcio serving as the libero. It can be pronounced either way, as Charlton sent that one over to the other side. Good defense right there by the Wolverines. Quick touch over to the other side. That one's inbounds. And the Wolverines up 18-15. Is Intorcio. Quick send over to the other side with the serve. That one goes into the net. Great idea right there by Madeline Pulte. However, that's going to go as an error in those scorebooks. Another timeout on the court. So 19-15, West Geauga still in the lead here in set number 1. And keep in mind, this is the JV matchup, so this is actually only best 2 out of 3. Varsity will be best 3 out of 5. And that is definitely always an exciting matchup just to be able to see a game up close. And we're definitely very excited to bring the action live and to you, ladies and gentlemen, here on West Geauga TV, here streaming live on YouTube. What would we do without it sometimes?
Now you're second guessing.
As we will have the varsity, later on tonight. And keep in mind, the start time for that is going to depend on what time the JV game ends. And I believe the freshman game ended early, so there is a chance we may be starting varsity early, depending on how this one goes. I've even seen the varsity start as early as 6:45. And I'll tell a story about that possibly later on about that. But anyway, back to the action. Wolverines up 19-15. Quick send over to the other side. Cannot be handled by the Tigers. So 20-15. West Geauga in the lead here in set number 1. And the Wolverines only need 5 more points, and this one will be over for set number 1. 21-15, that one goes into the net. So the Wolverines here in set number 1, still in the lead. Quick fireball over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by the libero. Finally had to be sent over to the other side, however. The official right there is Kayla Link, way over on the other side. So it is going to be 22-15. Wolverines only need 3 more points to win this first JV matchup. Fireballs over to the other side. Good little touch right there in front. As Jenna Santa Maria catching West Geauga off guard. Good move right there. As Mia Charlton in to serve once again for the Tigers. And the Wolverines trying to play this one close. Good dig in the back right there by Ives. Now set up over there for Link. Good dig right there by the libero Intorcio. And it's going to be a point right there for the Wolverines. 23-16. And now once again into serve, Cece Jedrich, the outside hitter. Quick send over to the other side. Now setting that one up over in front. The Wolverines almost caught West Geauga off guard. And that one is going to be a point for West Geauga. 1 point away from taking set number 1 here in this JV matchup. Just one more ace, one more point for the Wolverines, and they're going to take this set number 1 in the JV matchup. That one almost blocked over in front. Now Chagrin. They have to send this one over to stay alive. It's going into the net. 25-16. That's going to be it for set number 1. West Geauga wins set number 1, 25-16. We'll be back with set number 2 action here on West G TV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wolverina as we are about ready to start set number 2 here in this JV matchup. The West Geauga Wolverines and the Chagrin Falls Tigers. You know, here in set number 2 for this JV matchup, and keep in mind we will have the varsity game 20 minutes after this matchup concludes. Now, kind of keep in mind that they tend to keep things flowing and going right away, you know, for during the regular season. If it's playoffs, they usually run a much stricter schedule where if the game time says 7 o'clock, they start exactly at 7 o'clock. When it comes to the regular season, if JV ends at 6:20, they're most likely going to be starting the varsity at 6:40. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the season, is that things could start earlier or much later than anticipated. Good. And the story I was going to kind of mention before, I was actually calling a Solon game in which they didn't really, the TV crew didn't really quite realize the varsity was just about ready to start up, and before you know it, you see 5 or 6 camera people running out to their positions all of a sudden, literally 2 minutes before the game was about to start. So kind of keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, as we do some of these broadcasts throughout the season. As the officials making sure everything is set and ready to go. And something I wanted to mention earlier, ladies and gentlemen, is keep in mind the players do have to rotate. You know what? Whenever there are substitutions, very similar to what you probably remember in gym class many, many years ago. So you will see the players rotating, you know, on the court. And the libero, the one that wears the different color uniform, typically can sub in and out and always has to go in the back. As Chagrin Falls starts out 1-0 right there, as I believe that should go in as an ace, as that could not be returned by the Wolverines. So Chagrin Falls up 1-0. Quick serve over to the other side. Now good dig, now set up over in front. That one could not be sent over to the other side by Allison Mueller. As Grace Lester did a great job trying to set that one up over in front. As Pulte still into serve. Good dig in the back, now set up over in front. And the Wolverines get on the board and cut the lead in half. 2-1, Chagrin Falls in the lead. And now, with the Wolverines getting the side out slash serve, Grace Lester. She's gonna get an ace right there, and we are tied 2-2. This matchup will only be to 25 points. And Chagrin Falls, they have to win this one to stay alive here in this JV matchup. As Lester, who had a pretty good game against Cardinal when those two teams met just a little over a week ago, way outside. As you can see the official, the back judge there, lifting up the flag. That one way out of bounds. So the Wolverines, they're going to take the lead 3-2. Is Lester doing a great job serving. She's helped the Wolverines get back into this one. That one, I for a second there thought was going to go into the net. And now it had to be sent over to the other side, right there by West Geauga. As Amelia Zupp, who had some pretty good serves in set number 1. Going for the kill right there, and she's going to get the point. Wolverines up by 2 here in set number 2. Here's Lester. She'll continue to serve until Chagrin Falls scores a point. And now set up over in front. Quick touch over to the other side by Pulte. And now the Wolverines looking to counter. And Zupp trying to catch Chagrin Falls off guard. Good dig in the back. Now quick send over to the other side. Both teams really playing with some intensity so far here in set number 2. And now going for the kill right there is Mueller, and she's going to get it. 5-2. Wolverines in the lead here in set number 2. And keep in mind, this is the JV matchup that you're watching here on West GTV. I'm Jeff Sabo, bringing you the volley by volley. Whenever I do a volleyball game, I always have to say volley by volley, not play by play. As the Tigers, they're going to get the point right there, only down by 2, 5-3 here in set number 2. Here's Kayla Link. Serving for the Tigers, fireballs that one over to the other side. Good block over in front, but cannot clear. So the Wolverines, they're going to get the point, and they're going to get the side out. Is Molly Widmer, the outside hitter and defensive specialist. She's going to check into the game. 6-3, Wolverines up in the lead. Cannot be handled, as that one would have been 4 times. So that is going to be a point for West Geauga. And I was about ready to say the score, but it could all change very quickly. As the Tigers, as Phoebe Gleason looking to check in, looking to rotate. So 7-3, Wolverines in the lead. As we are here in set number 2, as miscommunication right there by the Tigers. So it's 8-3, 5-point lead for West Geauga. And Chagrin Falls might have to take a timeout here soon. if West Geauga continues this. So a quick send over to the other side. And now a quick setup over in front as Jillian Vihar trying to go for the kill right there. And hold on. It looks like it is going to be a point for the Wolverines, as I believe somebody did step over the line. As it looked like there was some confusion, as Chagrin Falls almost looked like they were ready to start serving right there. So 9-3. You know, West Geauga in the lead here in set number 2. As Ives. Was that in or was that out? That was out of bounds. Ooh, that one was close, ladies and gentlemen. That one was really close. 10-3, 7-point lead for the Wolverines here in set number 2, here in this JV matchup. Is now a quick little setup in front, and hold on. It looks like it was double contact by the Wolverines, so it's going to be a point and a side out. So Chagrin Falls, they're going to get the serve, only down by 6, 10-4. That one cleared the top of the net. Now set up over in front. Was that in? No, it was not. So Tigers, they're going to get the point, down by 5, 10-5. As that one's going to go in as an ace, as a miscommunication over by the Wolverines. Is Hannah DiGiampetro still serving for this Tigers team and actually doing a pretty good job so far. That one didn't get enough on it, so it is going to be an error, and it's going to be a point for the Wolverines. Up 11-6 here in set number 2. As Allison Mueller fireballs that one over to the other side. Chagrin Falls sends that one into the net. 12-6. Wolverines up by 6 once again. As Mueller set with the serve right there, and it looked like Chagrin Falls caught off guard right there. So 13-6. Wolverines still in the lead. As Mueller, quick touch serve, goes for the ace, and she gets it right there. Kayla Link couldn't get the dig, and we're going to have another timeout. 14-6 in favor of the Wolverines here in this JV matchup. Keep in mind, if West Geauga hits 25 before Chagrin Falls does, that's going to be all she wrote for this JV matchup, and we will begin varsity approximately 20 minutes after the JV matchup. So normally if you see it on the schedule, normally the start time is around 7 o'clock. Keep in mind, for those of you following the team this year, it can be earlier or it can be later depending on what happens in not only the freshman game, but also the JV game as well. I've seen both ends of the spectrum where varsity started as early as 6:45, and I've also seen some situations in which varsity didn't start till 7:45. So just be patient, kind of keep your ears and eyes open, and don't be afraid to check us out, check everything out on Twitter, WestG Athletics. As we are live on YouTube, WestG TV, Jeff Sabo bringing the volley by volley action. As Mueller in the serve, almost, I thought for a second she was going to have another ace right there. As Gleason had to send that one over to the other side, and that one is inbounds. So it's going to be a point for the Wolverines, 15-6, up by 9 for those of you who enjoy math. So 15-6, Wolverines in the lead, and Mueller gets the ace right there. So Wolverines up by 10. As Mueller still serving, good dig in the back right there by Link. However, nobody in front. So it looks like Chagrin Falls, they're gonna go to their bench. As Madeline Perotti is gonna check in. She's gonna be going to the back, serving as a defensive specialist. 17-6, or excuse me, now 17-7. As Chagrin Falls is gonna get the point right there. They're also gonna get the serve.
16 for 2, Chagrin.
And now checking back in is Madeline Rodriguez. Excuse me, 17-6 is the score. West Geauga in the lead. There's a good dig in the back right there by Laster. Now sent over to the other side. Wolverines still up by 11. That one was just out of bounds. That one was close. 18-6. As the Wolverines, they're going to get the serve, Cece Jadrich. She's going to be checking back in. And serving for the Wolverines is going to be Nyla Hogan, the defensive specialist. And she's going to send that one over to the other side. Chagrin Falls having some communication issues. They managed to get the dig in the back, but can't really find a way to set it up over in front.
You have one.
And it looks like we're going to have another timeout right here on the court as the Wolverines up 19-6. Keep in mind, 6 more points. They take this JV match, and then we will have varsity about 20 minutes after that. So here we are in the Wolverina JV matchup here on West Geauga TV. Kind of doing this as a little bit of a warm-up, you know, for right before the varsity matchup, making sure everything's working out okay. We definitely want to thank you for joining us on West G TV. We definitely appreciate those who help make this happen. So definitely, and I definitely want to thank everybody, you know, who helped make this happen. And I'm definitely very thrilled to be here. Very excited to be part of this. All right, timeout is just about over. So here we are, back in the Wolverina. As Nyla Hogan still in to serve for the Wolverines. That one looked like it could have gone out of bounds, but still returned by the Tigers. Sent over to the other side. Now a quick little setup in front. Good block in front. Tigers keep it alive. And now sent over to the other side right there by Pulte. And now, hold on. Tigers are going to get the point. 4 hits right there. It's a good call over by the far side official. So 19-7 in favor of West Geauga here in this JV matchup. As Clara Ives, the freshman, gets the ace right there. 19-8 here in set number 2. And Kayla Link checking back in for the Tigers. As Ives, who did a great job serving in set number 1, helped get the Tigers back into this one. That one now has to be sent over to the other side no matter what. As the Wolverines trying to close this one out. And in Chagrin Falls, they're going to get a point right there. 19-9. Tigers down by 10. Is Clara Ives, who's done a pretty good job serving for this Tigers team throughout this JV matchup. There's nothing that the Wolverines can do with that one. 9-point lead for the Wolverines, up 19-10. As Ives goes to the serve once again. That one out of bounds. That one just a bit outside. That one was close. So the Wolverines up by 10 once again, 20-10. As Riley Anderson, the defensive specialist, goes in to serve. And now Link trying to go for the kill right there, and hold on. Somebody went over the line, I believe, for West Geauga, so it's going to be a point and the serve for the Tigers. As Mia Charlton is going to send this one over the other side. Almost had the ace right there, as there was a little bit of a spin to that one. And hold on. So, it's going to be a lift that's called. Is the official calling a lift on the Wolverines. So 8-point lead, 20-12. As Charlton almost had the ace right there. And Chagrin Falls, I thought, was going to get another point right there. Good block over in front. And now Chagrin Falls has to send that one over right there. Is Link. Had to fireball that one to the other side. Now quick touch over to the other side. Good volley action by both squads. That one goes into the net. That one's going to go in as an error in the scorebook. So 20-13, 7-point lead. Here in set number 2 for the Wolverines, up 20-13. As the Wolverines countered on that one, sent it over to the other side. Link going for the kill right there, too much on that one. 21-13. Wolverines get the side out and the serve again. And now 22-13 as Chagrin Falls couldn't do much with that one. 3 more points, and that'll be all she wrote here for this JV matchup here inside the Wolverina. As the libero, Bella Intorcio, serving for the Wolverines. Now only 2 more points as they are up 23-13, another 10-point lead. And this one will be done in regards to the JV matchup. Quick send over to the other side. Quick dig in the back over by Ives, set up for Link. That one hit the ceiling, kind of took like a weird bounce off the ceiling. For those of you tuning in late, if it hits the ceiling, it's still in play, which can actually lead to quite a few different situations, so to speak. So 23-14, Madeline Pulte in to serve for the Tigers. And West Geauga couldn't do anything with that one. 23-15, Tigers still alive. Is Pulte still serving. A little bit of an oomph to that one. Now set up over in front. 2 more points, and the Wolverines take this one and hold on. And it looks like it was double contact called right there. So a bad break right there for the Tigers as they were starting to get some momentum. And that one called for the double contact, so they not only give a point away, but give the serve. Is Grace Laster. Unfortunately, sends that one into the net. So it is going to be, once again, an opportunity for Chagrin Falls to get back into this one. 24-15 on the scoreboard is Link with the serve right there. And hold on, that would have been 4 times right there as Mueller couldn't send it over. Actually, there for a second there, the judge signaled double contact, but now he said it was 4 times. And now Chagrin Falls slowly creeping back into this one, 24-18, down by 10 at one point in this one. Now creeping back into this. Keep in mind, 1 serve into the net, 1 mistake, and it's going to be all over for the Tigers. Is the Wolverines trying to close this one out. Quick little setup over in front. Good dig over in the back. Now Ives had to send that one over as Laster. Now setting that one up over in front. Good block over in front. And it almost caught the Tigers off guard, and it did. And there we have it. 25-18. Wolverines win the JV matchup 2-0. And we'll be back with varsity action here on West G TV in about 20 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year our season depends on the cooperation and support from everyone to follow the safety guidelines set by the Ohio Department of Health, the Governor's Office, and the Ohio High School Athletic Association. As we have seen, the opportunity to play sports can be taken away by the spread of COVID-19. We ask that everyone in attendance wear a facial covering, use proper hygiene, and keep yourself and your family 6 feet apart from other families. Our ability to follow these guidelines will go a long way in determining how much of a season our student athletes will have. We thank you for your cooperation. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to West Geauga High School for today's volleyball matchup between the Chagrin Falls Tigers and your West Geauga Wolverines. West Geauga High School and Chagrin Falls High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. All in attendance today are reminded that this is a game between friendly rivals and that good sportsmanship is expected by everyone. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your referees, Justo Santiago and Rick Sullivan. Line judges Frank Brown and Bob Craig. Now introducing the visiting Chagrin Falls Tigers, their head coach, Kelly Holtz. She's assisted by Brooke Mako and Kennedy Kurtz. And now the Chagrin Falls roster. Number 1, Lily Weinberger. Number 2, Lily Reed. Number 3, Jessie Ferrari. Number 5, Mary Condon. Number 6, Megan Cannon. Number 8, Halen Benz. Number 9, Lily Crouch. Number 11, Telly Adadici. Number 13, Olivia Gurpani. Number 15, Grace Savannah. And number 17, Kendall Goody. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chagrin Falls Tigers. And now, let's meet your West Geauga Wolverines, coached by Amber Baker, Kelsey Aitchins, and Aaron Gray. Starting off with the roster, number 12, the defensive specialist, Olivia Bartlett. Number 22, outside hitter, Kristen Clayman. Number 6, outside hitter, Caitlin Danton. Number 30, the outside hitter, Holly Hamilton. Number 15, the center, Brooke Hendrickson. Number 4, the middle hitter, Lauren Lance. Number 10, the center, Hannah Warwick. Number 17, defensive specialist, Stephanie Meyer. Middle hitter, number 7, Aaron Pincer. And serving as the libero, number 1, Carly Stiliano. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one question for you. Are you ready? Be proud, be loud, we're streaming live on West GTV. Let's have some fun.
Hello everybody, my name is Jeff Sabo. I'm bringing you here the Volley by Volley action here on West GTV as it's the Chagrin Falls Tigers wearing the dark uniforms going up against the West Geauga Wolverines. Well, these two particular teams, opposite records of one another. This Chagrin Falls team 0-2 to start off the season. You know, starting off a little bit slow. First game against Berkshire was definitely a rough start for them. As their head coach, Kelly Holtz, who had a 13-year break from coaching while raising 4 kids and even living in Canada at one point, kind of said that was kind of like a culture shock a little bit to them, getting used to the way that the games are set up. Well, here we are, third game of the season for them. And this West Geauga Wolverines team, they are 2-0. They were 11-9 one season ago. And they've been off to a really great start. Wins over Cardinal and wins over, and also a win earlier this week. So both teams definitely very excited, to get things started off here. Is keep in mind some rules. The coaches do have to wear masks, as that is mandated, by the Ohio High School Athletic Association, and that the benches are very similar are set up very similar to what you see not in the NBA. Is Olivia Bartlett, who didn't miss a single serve against Geneva. The junior is going to be serving for this West Geauga team, as we have a little bit of a delay. As you can see, Amber Baker talking with Justo Rodriguez, the official. As Olivia Bartlett, very good with digs, 9 digs, 13 points against Geneva. She's going to send this one into the net. So 1-0, Chagrin Falls. There is a point scored on every play. It is rally scoring, which means a point is scored on every play. You don't need to be serving to score a point. And just within the first couple minutes of the game, 2 serves, 2 errors into the net on both teams, as Kendall Gutty sends that one into the net. So we are tied 1-1. Wolverines with a serve once again, and a quick little fireball over to the other side. That one is in. So Lily Crouch is going to get the kill right there for this Chagrin Falls Tigers team. And you will see the players rotate in and out as Palin Benz. She's going to check into the game. It is just 1 year ago, this Chagrin Falls team, about 10 kills per set, 121 total blocks. And hold on, it's going to be a point for the Wolverines. We are tied at 2. So it looks like a violation was called on, the Tigers. So we were tied at 2 apiece. And coming in, Lauren Lance. She is actually going to meet with the coaches at Mount Union about playing Division III volleyball in the Ohio Athletic Conference. Goes off the ceiling right there. Nobody knew where it was. Keep in mind, for those of you tuning in, if it hits the ceiling, it's still in play. So 3-2, Chagrin Falls in the lead. Here in set number 1, it is going to be best 3 out of 5. Here is the first 4 sets, as Stiliano could not catch up to that one. So it is 4-2. They're going to play the first 4 sets up to 25 points. The 5th and deciding set will only be up to 15. As this Chagrin Falls team, they managed to take Berkshire to 4 sets, and they actually did take their opponent earlier this week to 4 sets. As both good volley by volley action by both squads right there, as Benz trying to catch the Wolverines off guard. Good block over in front, and the Wolverines, they're going to get the point. Chagrin Falls in the lead, 4-3. As now we're going to see some substitutions, as the players do have to rotate in and out. Very similar. And they also do have to rotate on the court, very similar to what you probably remember in gym class. As Stephanie Meyer, the defensive specialist, fireballs that one over to the other side. As she is definitely very good with getting digs for this particular West Geauga team, and a kill right there by the Tigers, up 5-3. Is Lily Weinberger getting it done right there. Adds height and power to the attack. 5'11", as she gets the kill right there. As a quick send over to the other side. Good serve right there by Grace Savati. As Savati with the dig over and back. Now setting that one up over in front is Weinberger with the kill right there. 2 points already. As Chagrin Falls up 6-3. And keep in mind, this was a team that earlier in the week lost 3-1 to Perry. As the Chagrin Falls team in that matchup, 7.3 kills per set. Quick little touch over to the other side, almost caught the Tigers off guard. And it's going to be a point for the Wolverines, as that one was outside the antenna.
11 for 15, right?
And it looks like we're going to have another substitution. Callie Avetici is going to check back into the game, or check into the game for the first time, as it is now a 6-4 lead in favor of Chagrin Falls here in set number 1. Wolverines kind of caught off guard a little bit right there. Down 7-4. Keep in mind this set is going to be played to 25 points. Is Lily Rini. Serving as the libero. She is actually going to be lining up behind Palin Benz, who's going to be serving. As Benz fireballs that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by Meyer. Stiliano had to send that one over to the other side. Not much he could do right there, and hold on. Double contact called on the Tigers. That one was close. So the Wolverines, they're going to get the point. They are down by 2, 7-5. It's Carly Stiliano, who could only play half the season last year after transferring from Notre Dame Cathedral Latin. That one is in. So Chagrin Falls, they are going to get the kill. They're going to get the point, and they're going to get an opportunity to serve right here. And we have a timeout on the court already, as I believe Amber Baker, head coach for this particular Wolverines team, she is going to take the timeout. As Amber wants to make sure that everything is well set. You know, 7th year as the head coach over here for this West Geauga team. You know, talking with her earlier in the week, saying they are working very cohesively as a team. They played with great focus and poise against Geneva. They just need to continue playing 1 point at a time. And she knew going into this one, Chagrin Falls, always a solid team. She has great faith in her team. Talked a little bit about how Lauren Lance and Caitlin Dansick racked up 15 kills together, you know, against Geneva. And Olivia Bartlett, 9 for 10 in digs and didn't miss a single serve. When you have that going on, that could really, you know, keep you competitive and really keep you in a game, in a particular matchup and game. As the Chagrin Falls team, 234 serving aces 1 season ago. And that one went into the net, so another point for the Tigers. And the Tigers, you know, who kind of started off a couple of matchups a little bit slow, you know, with the momentum very early on. 9-5, 4-point lead. And that one is inbounds. As the line judge right there, calling the point right there for the Wolverines. 9-6. Wolverines down by 3 as we're going to have some more substitutions. Olivia Bartlett, mentioned before, 9 digs, 13 points against Geneva. She's going to be back into serve. Try to go for the ace right there. Definitely a good dig in the back right there by the libero, Rini. Now a quick little setup over in front. And the Wolverines couldn't do anything with that one. Tigers get the point. And head coach Kelly Holt has to be very pleased with what she's seen out of this team so far. I was kind of talking with her earlier on in the week. She kind of mentioned that she's literally training players to be their setter as that one goes in the net. So it's going to be 10-7. West Geauga down by 3. As now they're going to get the serve again. Talking with Kelly Holt, head coach for this Chagrin Falls team, saying that they're literally training a couple of sophomores. As the Wolverines will get the point right there to be the setter. She actually was a setter at Purdue and is a former head coach over at Hathaway Brown in this area. Also a coach at Seattle Pacific University and also in the Indianapolis area. Has also coached CYO Volleyball. As here we are in set number 1, Chagrin Falls hanging on to a 10-8 lead, and hold on, a lift is called against West Geauga. So that is going to be another point for the Tigers, up 11-8. They have definitely had the momentum here ever since this one started. As Jessie Perotti, she's going to be serving right here for the Tigers. And now a quick little kill. That one hit the ceiling. As there wasn't much Perotti could do in the back right there. That one hit the ceiling. So the Wolverines, they're going to get the point. They're going to get the side out / serve. And now Lauren Lance, 10 kills against Geneva with the serve right there. Good dig in the back right there by the Tigers. Now a good dig in the back right there by Bartlett. Now setting that one up over in front, and good defense by both particular teams, and hold on, double contact called on the Tigers. So the Tigers up by 3 at one point, now only up by 1, 11-10. As now almost look like a little miscommunication right there on the Tigers. And now the Wolverines trying to get back into this one. Quick little send over to the other side. We are tied. As Hannah Lorick gets the kill right there, brings the positive attitude and spreads like wildfire on this team, and she ties this one up as we have a timeout on the court. As Chagrin Falls is going to call a timeout right here. As this Chagrin Falls team, mentioned before, 0-2, this particular season. Kelly Holt, first-year head coach for the Tigers. Interesting background on her. She's coached CYO Volleyball, and she coached Circle City Volleyball in Indianapolis prior to moving to Cleveland. She was a setter over at Purdue, assistant at Seattle Pacific University, former Hathaway Brown coach, and she actually said she took a 13-year break from coaching while raising 4 kids and at one point living in Canada. So it was definitely interesting discussing that with her via email, and I definitely thank her for a lot of her time. And then she kind of really said that her team has taken a lot of steps forward in our passing and attacking through the improvements of training the setters. Well, I definitely see that so far, as they have kept this Wolverines team on their heels here in set number 1. Is after the timeout, and it looks like it's going to be a double contact right there. Is Kendall Gutty couldn't really quite set that one up, as the ball was hit awkwardly. And now Gutty setting that one up over in front, and there's the point right there. We are tied 12-12. As the Tigers not only tie this one up, but Lily Crouch, she is going to serve this one right here. That one hit the top of the net. That's going to go in as an ace. As Lily Crouch, 50 blocks, 116 kills 1 year ago, and actually had 29 attacks in one of the matchups against this particular Wolverines team 1 year ago. And in fact, a little bit of irony, both of these two teams met exactly 1 year ago to this day. A 3-2 victory for Chagrin Falls, 3-2, as we are tied 13-13. Both teams kind of going with substitutions, as Stephanie Meyer checking back into this game. Does very good job with the digs in the backcourt for this particular West Geauga team. Tied at 13 apiece. Fireballs that one over to the other side. Now setting that one up over for Palin Benz, way outside. So Wolverines, they're going to regain the lead, 14-13. As they will continue to serve until Chagrin Falls, scores a point. And there's an ace right there. This Chagrin Falls team really got off to a hot start. Really did a pretty good job getting everything rocking and rolling to begin with. But now they are on their heels. There's a quick little setup over in front by Benz, and it looks like I actually almost had to join the game as a good block over in front. 16-13. Wolverines up by 3. That's not the first time I've had that happen during a broadcast, but that's a whole other story. As that one's fireballed over to the other side. Now a quick little setup over in front, as Weinberger did a great job keeping that one alive. However, Wolverines are going to get the point on that exchange. Up 17-13, up by 4. And we're going to have another timeout on the court. Kelly Holt calling a timeout. As mentioned before, both of these two teams being in the same division met in 2019. As Chagrin Falls, they were victorious both times. And it was actually 1 year ago to the day that Chagrin Falls won 3-2. And then the second time that they met was September 26, 2019, a 3-0 victory for the Chagrin Falls team. As in that particular matchup, Lily Crouch, 2 blocks. Lily Weinberger, 16 attacks, 6 kills, 1 block. And then Chagrin Falls ended up finishing that contest with 39 kills, 29 digs, and 74 service aces. I couldn't read my own handwriting on my information there for a second, so beg your pardon right there. Is this West Geauga team most recently coming off a 3-0 victory, beating Geneva 25-20 in set number 1, 25-14 in set number 2, and then 25-13 in set number 3. So and now we're back from the timeout. Wolverines still up 17-13, and a good push over by Holly Hamilton, the outside hitter, sending it over to the other side. And now that one went into the net. Point for the Tigers, as that one was hit 4 times. As the official over on the far side calling that one. So Wolverines up 17-14 here in set number 1. Estiliano couldn't control that one, couldn't get the dig. So it's going to go in as an ace for this Chagrin Falls Tigers team. As Grace Savati still serving for this Chagrin Falls Tigers team. They're only down by 2 as Lorick had to send that one over to the other side as Weinberger now helping to set that one up over for Benz. Good block over in front. And that one was outside the antenna. So it is going to be a point for the Tigers. So the Tigers down by 1. Or hold on 1 second, that point went to West Geauga 18-16, but as you can tell very quickly, things could change. So now it's going to be 18-17. And I think they are going to double check the score right here. And now they actually have 18-15 on the scoreboard here. And so it looks like West Geauga is up 18-15. Up by 3 here in set number 1 as we have the score all situated and settled. Now it's going to be 18-16 as that one went way outside. And now it's going to be Palin Benz in to serve for this Chagrin Falls Tiger team. Good fireball over to the other side. As Brooke Hendrickson, all conference in 2019, couldn't do anything with that one. And that is going to be another timeout taken by Amber Baker and the Wolverines. They are only up by 1. And then Palin Benz, serving for this particular Chagrin Falls team, had 4 service aces against Perry earlier this week. As this Chagrin Falls team, they definitely know how to battle well. They definitely do an incredible job. They are definitely very well coached. As mentioned before, their head coach, Kelly Holtz, played at Purdue, Big Ten school. Definitely served as a setter right there. And then one of the officials coming over during the timeout just to make sure that they do have the right score, as it looks like there was an incorrect score at one point. But they managed to get that one situated and figured out, so here we go. Is Benz, who had 4 service aces against Perry earlier this week. Tried to get the ace right there. Good defense right there by the Wolverines. And now it's going to be set up over by Stiliano, and she sends that one into the net. We are tied 18 apiece. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Don't go get something from the refrigerator. Don't get a snack. This one's gearing up to be a handy-dandy barn burner. And Stiliano managed to get the dig right there, as that one had to be sent over to the other side by Brooke Hendrickson. That one goes into the net, as Perotti couldn't really do much with that one, as the Wolverines, they're going to get the point on that one. And keep in mind, for the ladies and gentlemen, this is considered to be rally scoring, which means points scored on every play. You do not have to be serving to score a point. These are the same rules that you see not only in the NCAA, but also the Olympics as well. This was adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. As that one goes into the net once again, Perotti sending that one into the net. So it's going to give another point to the Wolverines, up 20-18. 5 more points and they're going to take set number 1, as it's going to be best 3 out of 5. As Weinberger trying to communicate with her teammates right there. Little miscommunication. 21-18. Wolverines up by 3. And it looks like the Tigers could not handle the serve right there. But keep in mind, they really had some momentum earlier on in this set. And something that Amber Baker really wanted this West Geauga team to do was be able to battle adversity, be able to come back and not get down on themselves when they have been behind. That not only has proven true here so far tonight, but also against their match against Cardinal a little over a week ago, as they were down in the first set, then ended up coming back 3 sets to 0. And now they're actually going to award a point to West Geauga. So 23-19 is the officials had a conference on that one. It looks like somebody may have been over the line, and Kelly Holtz wants an explanation, as the far side official originally signaled the point over to Chagrin and then changed his call. As the officials concur, and looks like the Wolverines, they're going to keep the serve and the point. Up 23-18, 2 more points, and they're going to take set number 1. Weinberger going for the kill right there. Definitely had a lot of oomph on that one. Her head coach mentioned that she has a lot of height and size, and you can definitely see it out there. 5'11" in front of the net. And Holly Hamilton gets the point right there for the Wolverines. 24-18. And there's the ace right there. The Wolverines, who are down in this one, win set number 1, 25-18. We'll be back with set number 2 here on West G TV. Welcome back to the Wolverina off Chillicothe Road here at West Geauga High School, as the West Geauga Wolverines battling the Chagrin Falls Tigers here in a Chagrin Valley Conference, Chagrin Division matchup. I'm Jeff Sable, bringing you the Volley by Volley action here on West GTV, streaming live on YouTube. We definitely want to thank all of those who are tuning on in and hope you're enjoying the broadcast. As this West Geauga team, down early on in set number 1, ends up winning 25-18. Keep in mind, this is best 3 out of 5, and a lot can happen in just a short amount of time. Just when you think one team could be taking the momentum, the other team could definitely come back in this one. The Chagrin Falls team, taking a look, you wouldn't think that they're 0-2 based off of the way that they started off and how aggressive that they were. You know, this particular team, under new head coach Kelly Holtz, definitely no stranger to volleyball. You know, as Holtz, first year at Chagrin Falls, but has also coached CYO volleyball, who actually served as the setter over at Purdue. As Amber Baker, I definitely want to thank her for her help and also provide me the opportunity, you know, discussing with the official, you know, in regards to something beforehand. Before we start set number 2, as you can see, Amber definitely has the mask on, as all the coaches are required to wear it. As now the officials going over to have a discussion. Some interesting facts about Amber Baker, 7th year varsity head volleyball coach. She's not only coached girls lacrosse here, as she was getting that program started up back in 2019, but she has also coached boys lacrosse, as she actually had to take over the program after the head coach suddenly decided to leave the team. And now it looks like the officials still having a discussion, maybe possibly about rotations, and unfortunately I can't make out what they're talking about or what they're saying as I'm over on the other side. And it looks like some more discussion is going on. As soon as we have some more information, ladies and gentlemen, we'll definitely provide what the discussion is about. And I think a lot of it has to do with the alignment, and it looks like that Aaron Pitzer is going to have to, you know, go to the bench, as I believe it had something to do with the rotation. Is Pitzer, who had a pretty good game against Cardinal, well, a little over a week ago. Looks like she's going to have to go to the bench. And that is all situated and settled, so here we go. It's Chagrin Falls looking to serve. They almost had the ace right there as that one hit the top of the net. And good block over in front, as this Chagrin Falls team definitely getting some good blocks right over in front, trying to get the momentum to start this second set. And they're going to start off 1-0 as they get the point right there. As you can see, Lily Crouch over in front, getting the block right there. 50 blocks total last year, 19 solo blocks. As Kendall Goody serves that one off over to the other side. Chagrin Falls up 1-0 here in set number 2. As they actually played pretty well in the first set. But West Geauga managed to come back and win that one 25-18. And that one is in. So Jesse Perotti, who sent a couple into the net in set number 1, gets that one to go. So it is now 2-0 Chagrin Falls. As this Tigers team, they definitely are very excited, you know, with the way they're playing right now. They are definitely having a lot of fun, you know, and keeping this Wolverines team on their heels. That one couldn't really do much with that one, is Reaney. You know, tried to go for the dig in the back, hit the ceiling, took a funny bounce, and it's going to be a point for the Wolverines and their serve. So the Wolverines trying to get the ace right there. That one just a bit outside. As Olivia Bartlett, who actually didn't miss a single serve against Geneva, sends that one out of bounds. So 3-1, and now both teams are trading out of bounds serves. So it is now 3-2 Chagrin Falls still in the lead. And now it's going to be a serve right there for number 15, Brooke Henriksen, the defensive specialist. Pretty good serve over there. And now quick little setup. Good block over in front. As you can see, Grace Savetti, blocking that one over in front. And it's going to be a point and the serve for Chagrin. Is Rini. The libero, 11 service aces against Perry earlier this week. Sends that one over to the other side. And now Rini has no choice but to attack that one. And now Stiliano. Too much on that one. 5-2 lead in favor of the Tigers. As this West Geauga team, one of the things that they wanted to work on was being able to come from behind, knock it down on themselves. And that proved to work in set number 1. Is it's going to be double contact against the Tigers. So it's going to be a point to the Wolverines, and they're going to get the serve back. As Lauren Lance, who had 10 kills against Geneva, sends that one over to the other side. Wolverines up by 2, up 5-3. And now that one goes over to the other side as Rini trying to set that one up over in front to Nurpani. Good block over in front by the Wolverines on the one exchange. And now going for the kill right there. Good block over in front by Weinberger. Now setting that one up over for Nurpani. Sends that one into the net. 5-4. Tigers only up by 1. As Lauren Lance, who's going to be meeting with the Mount Union coaching staff about possibly playing at the Division III level. Not much can be done on that one as Nurpani, with the error right there, gives the Wolverines the point. We are tied at 5 apiece. Set number 2. We're playing this one up to 25. Good dig in the back by Nurpani. Weinberger going for the kill right there. Almost had it. And it looks like somebody may have stepped over the line for the Wolverines, and that's what they called. So 6-5. Chagrin in the lead here in set number 2 is Palin Benz. 7 kills, 3 digs, and 4 aces 1 year ago. Gets the ace right there off the serve. Had a 33% ace percentage when these two teams played exactly 1 year ago. Back on September 3rd, 2019. Sends that one into the net. So it's not only going to give the point back to West Geauga, but also going to give them the serve.
22 for 12, West G.
As Preston Clayman, the outside hitter, is going to check back in alongside with Stephanie Meyer. As the Wolverines down by 1, down 7-6. Here in set number 2, Jeff Sabo bringing you the volley by volley action here on West G TV inside the Wolverina. Love that name. This has something to it. Wolverina. Anyway, back to the action. Is now Lork setting that one up over in front, and they get the point. Aaron Pitzer with the point right there for the Wolverines, and we are tied at 7. As Stephanie Meyer sends that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by Benz, as the Wolverines looked like they almost blocked it over in front, as Pitzer had to send that one over to the other side. Weinberger with the point right there, and the Tigers regain the lead, up 8-7. As Weinberger, 103 kills 1 season ago, helps the Tigers regain the lead. Was that in? No, it was not. That one was close, ladies and gentlemen. Just a bit outside the line. So the Tigers up by 2. Almost deja vu from what it was like in set number 1. Is a quick serve over to the other side by Nurpani. And that one into the net. As Clayman couldn't really do much with that one, as we're going to have another timeout on the court by West Geauga, taking a timeout, down 10-7 here in set number 2. In just 2 matches, this West Geauga team has not lost a set. is West Geauga one season ago, 11-9 in the Chagrin Valley Chagrin Division. Amber Baker took over as head coach in 2015, as this squad only won 2 games that year. Baker was the JV coach. Talking a little bit about the experience that this team has. All back row consists of returning letter winners. She was kind of saying this is her quickest team. They have the ability to get every single ball. She was saying we have a few girls that can literally jump out of the gym, and if you would have seen that one game almost a week ago against Cardinal, you would have seen that. And was saying we have almost all of our starters back, so we are strong and ready for a big season. Is the Tigers. They're going to continue to serve. Good, taking the back right there as Henriksen now setting that one up over in front. And there's the point right there for the Wolverines. Hannah Lorick. She can do it all. She gets the point right there. She is considered to be the glue to this team. 10-8 is now the Wolverines trying to get back in this one. As the Tigers, good recovery right there, managed to send that one over to the other side. And good defense in the back right there by the libero, Rini. Now Lorick setting that one up over in front, and Pitzer gets the kill right there. As the Wolverines down 10-9 here in set number 2. As that one sent over to the other side. Now a quick little setup over in front is Perotti. Almost caught the Wolverines off guard. Good defense right there by the Wolverines. That one goes into the net. So Chagrin Falls, they are going to get the serve. They're going to get the point. And Lily Weinberger in to serve. 25 solo blocks, 6 aces 1 year ago. As that one is dug out in the back. Now set up over in front for Pitzer. Good block over in front. As I believe Perotti had, was able to block that one. And okay, that one was definitely, they were actually going to say 4 hits. I thought they were going to say outside the antenna. Is Weinberger 4 service aces against Perry earlier this week. Is now Lorick had to send that one over to the other side. Wolverines down 12-9. And now going for the kill right there. As Chagrin Falls gets the point, 13-9. As they are definitely battling back every which way. Is that one fireballed over to the other side. And that one looked like it could have gone out of bounds as Clayman had a little bit on that one. And now Lorick setting that one up over in front. Henriksen puts that one into the net. 14-9. Wolverines down by 5 for those of you who enjoy math at home. Is Lily Weinberger, the senior. Fireballs that one over to the other side. As now Meyer has to send that one over. As now Goody setting that one up over in front. Crouch tried to go for the kill right there as Crouch with the block over in front. And now a little touch over to the other side. Tigers were waiting for that one as Perotti gets the kill right there. And she gets the point, 15-9. Chagrin Falls in the lead, up by 6. As Perotti, 22 attacks against the Perry Pirates earlier this week, 59% kill percentage. And the Wolverines get back into this one as it's 15-10. Chagrin Falls in the lead. And Carly Stigliono, the Notre Dame Cathedral Latin transfer, she's going to be serving right here for this Wolverines team. As now she gets the dig in the back. Lorick now setting that one up over in front. Good block over in front. My goodness. Can this Chagrin Falls team block in front of the net? As they manage to keep that one alive as their head coach, Kelly Holtz, like that one. And Chagrin Falls, 6-point lead again. Really battling in this one. Is Grace Savity checks back into the game. Is Kendall Goody in to serve once again for this Chagrin Falls team. And it looks like she's going to get the ace right there, as the Wolverines really struggling in this set. Is Goody 19 service aces against the Perry Pirates earlier this week, and we're going to have another timeout as Amber Baker was coming over to the official asking if she could take another timeout. Down by 7 here in set number 2. As this Chagrin Falls team, you know, they've had their ups and downs this season. Kind of talking about that first match that they had of the season. Had to go on the road. Keep in mind, it is a very different setup than I think what you normally see throughout a particular volleyball match. You know, here in Northeast Ohio, is normally the two teams, you know, greet one another before the game and after the game. Well, due to the COVID restrictions and rules, you can't do that. Players have to sit several spaces apart, you know, on the bench, and then a lot of teams weren't even doing fist pumps. In fact, Cardinal, they're actually doing foot pumps. Is they definitely have to limit the contact, and they definitely have to limit the contact. So just getting used to that. Kelly Holtz was saying that, you know, just kind of like the shock of that really kind of threw her team off a little bit, but she was really impressed with how that team played. And that one way out of bounds. So Chagrin Falls, 8-point lead. They've had the momentum in this one. This one is definitely looking to be a handy-dandy barn burner and a battle. Is West Geauga trying to creep back into this one. A lot can happen in such a short amount of time, and hold on. Double contact called. So it is going to be a point for the Wolverines, and it is going to be an 18-11 lead for this Chagrin Falls team is Olivia Bartlett. Checking back into this one, the junior is Bartlett. That one out of bounds, just missed. That one was pretty close. There's definitely some good eyes right there by the Tigers to let that one go. Up 19-11 is Perotti. Sends that one off over to the other side. Good touch over to the other end. And it looks like somebody may have stepped over the line. So it's going to be a point to the Wolverines. And it's Brooke Henriksen, the setter, is going to go into serve. This is where the momentum can definitely change. And once again, the Tigers getting back in this one. Olivia Nurpani with, hold on.
I was standing right there. That did not hit that.
And from where I was sitting, I thought for sure Chagrin Falls got the point. But they're saying Wolverines point right there. And Kelly Holtz, the Chagrin coach, asking for an explanation from the officials. And I almost have to agree with her. From where I was sitting, I thought that was a Chagrin Falls point all the way. So it's actually going to be a point for the Wolverines, up 19-13. I was going to say, I didn't really necessarily, Tigers get the point right there, 20-13. Can't necessarily say I disagreed with Kelly Holtz asking for an explanation on that one, because that one was an odd one. Is Rini, the libero, is going to send this one over to the other side, sir. And there you have it. The Wolverines, just when you thought they were down and out, get the point right there, and the serve is Lauren Lance. Checking it, going into serve. Fireballs that one over to the other side is Weinberger. Touch over to the other side. Good dig right there by the Wolverines. And now touched over to the other side. It's Weinberger. Now setting that one up. And this Wolverines team getting the point right there. Down by 5. 20-15. Tigers in the lead here in set number 2. 5 more points and they'll take set number 2. As that one goes into the net. Olivia Nurpani going for the attack right there. Sends that one into the net. 20-16. Wolverines down by 4. As that one sent over to the other side. Good block over in front, and Pitzer, she's going to get the point. Wolverines down 20-17. Kelly Holtz is going to take a timeout. As Chagrin Falls taking the timeout, up by 7 at one point, now only up by 3, as this West Geauga team creeping back into this one. As Chagrin Falls earlier this week against Perry, 13 digs per set, 3 total blocks, a 1.53 hitting percentage. They have definitely done a great job, with keeping this particular, West Geauga team on their heels. As against Perry, Chagrin Falls 71 service aces, only 11 service errors, in terms of serving. So they are definitely a very competitive team. They are definitely battling in this one. And this one is not over yet, as that one went into the net, as Nirpani had the right idea on that one, and had it cleared the net by just a little bit, that one would have been a point for the Tigers, indeed. As Lauren Lance, who is really a key factor in that 3 sets to victory win over Cardinal last Wednesday, continuing to serve. It's going to be another point for the Wolverines. Down by 1. Serve over to the other side. Good dig in the back. Now setting that one up over in front. Chagrin Falls had to send that one over to the other side. And now Rini with a dig in the back. Now setting that one up over in front. Into the net is Grace Savity. Unfortunately sends that one into the net, 20-20. As we are tied 20 apiece. Weinberger going for the kill right there. Right idea. And just when you thought when the Wolverines were down and out, they are up by 1, 21-20. That one sent over to the other side. Good dig in the back. Now set up over in front as Parodi. Had to send that one over to the other side. And now going for the kill in front. Outside the antenna. So the Wolverines up by 2. As they get the point right there. Good block over in front. As Lance sends that one over to the other side. Now set up over in front is Nirpani. Try to go for the kill right there. As Bartlett gets the point. 23-20. Wolverines in the lead. And we have another timeout on the court. My goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you thought the Wolverines were down and out, they creep back into this one. They are rocking. They are rolling. They are definitely playing as a team. And they are definitely proving that they are not down and out. They really wanted to be able to come back from adversity. They were down by 7 at one point in this set. And my goodness gracious, they really battled back. They really did a great job not getting ahead of themselves. And before you know it, they are up by 3. 2 more points and they could easily take this set. But this Chagrin Falls team, definitely very well coached. I'm very impressed with how well coached they are. Keep in mind, this team did not have much experience at the setter position, as they literally had to train 2 sophomores to be the setter. As Kelly Holtz was a setter at Purdue, so she definitely has a lot of experience with that. Going for the kill right there. That one was in. As Caitlin Dansick, who lettered as a freshman, her quick swing will get a lot of kills, as it's now 24-20. Wolverines in the lead. 1 more point, and they're going to take set number 2. Almost a miscommunication right there by the Tigers, as Wolverines controlling on their side. Keep that one alive. Bartlett sends that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back. Now setting up over for Weinberger. Good dig right there by Brooke Hendrickson. Now Lorick sends that one over to the other side. And now Goody setting that one up. Point right there for the Tigers. As Palin Benz. She is going to be checking into the game once again. She is going to serve. 24-21. Wolverines in the lead. As Laura now setting that one up over in front, and the Wolverines take set number 2. Quick little touch over to the other side as the Wolverines take set number 2, 25-21. We'll be right back with set number 3 here on WestG TV. Welcome back to the Wolverina here on WestG TV, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeff Sabo bringing you the volley-by-volley matchup as the West Geauga Wolverines up 2-0 over the visiting crosstown rival Chagrin Falls Tigers. As both teams really battling it out, really doing a great job here. Keep in mind these two teams met 1 year ago as Chagrin Falls won 3-2 over this West Geauga team. Is Lily Weinberger, 52% kill percentage, 27 attacks in that particular matchup. Olivia Nurpani, 15% ace percentage, 10 digs, 19 serve receptions. As this is best 3 out of 5. So if the Wolverines win this one, they win this particular set, they win the match. But don't count out this particular Chagrin Falls team. They definitely have a lot of talent. They were up by 7 at one point in the second set. So they are definitely a very good team. They definitely, they may be 0-2, but you would think they were 5-0 with the way that they were playing in set number 2 at certain times. Is the Wolverines with the serve. Is now that one, and now the Tigers get on the scoreboard first. As Perotti gets the kill right there and the point. For those of you tuning in late, it is rally scoring, which was adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association about 10 years ago. It used to be side-out scoring where you had to serve in order to score the point, but to coincide with a lot of the rules with NCAA, they switched over to rally scoring, as we are now tied 1 apiece. Is now Brooke Henriksen in to serve for this Wolverines team. She led the team in assists in 2018, played in the 2019 Ohio Varsity Underclassmen Showcase, as that one was touched by a Wolverine player, so it's going to be a point for the Tigers. as Ferroti in to serve for the Chagrin Falls Tigers team. As the Wolverines trying to counter. They're going to get the point right there, as I believe Savati did get her hands on that one. So we are tied at 2 apiece. As Lauren Lance looking to possibly play at the Division III level next year. The Ohio Athletic Conference, which has some pretty good volleyball. In to serve. Good touch over to the other side by Caitlin Danzig, who led her as a freshman. And a point right there as double contact is called against the Tigers. So it's going to be a point for the Wolverines as Lance in set number 2 helped the Wolverines get back into this one as she fireballs that one over to the other side. As now Nurpani almost had the point right there. Good block over in front. And the Chagrin Falls team has to send that one over as the libero, Rini, had to send that one over to the other side. As now Goody tried to set that one over in front. Nurpani went for the kill right there. Good block over in front. That one just outside. So 4-2, West Geauga in the lead. As this Wolverines team up 2-0, up 4-3 right now as the Tigers get the point right there. As Lily Crouch, who had 29 attacks against this particular West Geauga team 1 year ago, going into serve, she's going to get the ace, and we are tied at 4 apiece. As Crouch also had 2 blocks against the Wolverines the second time the two teams played 1 season ago. Had 3 service aces against Perry earlier in this week. And the Wolverines regain the lead up 5-4. As this Wolverines team, they get fired up, they don't get down on themselves. As Holly Hamilton and Stephanie Meyer are going to check back into the game. As Meyer, who did a pretty good job serving in the earlier sets, fireballs that one over to the other side. As Perotti sends that one into the net, as she had some trouble with that in the first set. As the Wolverines up 6-4. Here in set number 3, keep in mind they win this set, they win the match. But this Chagrin Falls team, definitely a lot of room to grow. As they're going to get the point right there. They're definitely going to be very competitive against a lot of teams as the season goes on. 16-8 last year. 2018 record was 13-11. Definitely returning a lot of experience. As Benz in to serve once again. As a good dig in the back. And now set up over in front for Pitzer. She's going to get the kill right there. Erin Pitzer getting the point and also the serve for the Wolverines. As Hannah Lorick, all-conference 1 year ago, considered to be part of the glue to this team. Serving right there, good dig, and Weinberger catching the Wolverines off guard. Not only gets the point, but also gets the serve back for her team. As Olivia Nurpani, one of the seniors on this Chagrin Falls team, sends that one off over to the other side. As Hamilton had to send, no choice but to send that one over. As Perotti gets the kill right there, and we are tied. The knot is tied at 7. As Nurpani, 8 service aces against Perry earlier this week, and the Tigers regain the lead, up 8-7. As Nurpani helping this Chagrin Falls team stay in this one. As Stiliono kept that one alive, sent over to the other side by Hamilton, and now Weinberger going for the kill right there. Stiliono keeps that one alive in the back. Now sent over to the other side. And now Chagrin Falls can't do anything with that one. So it is going to be 8-8. The knot is tied once again, 8 apiece. And Lauren Lance, she's checking back into the game. We are tied at 8 apiece. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. That one just missed. So the Wolverines up by 1, up 9-8 is Stiliona. The Notre Dame Cathedral Latin transfer sends that one off over to the other side. As the Tigers get the point right there. We are tied again. I know I've said that a lot within the last 2 minutes, but it's the truth. It is what is going on here. Things are heating up. Do not leave your couch, ladies and gentlemen. Do not leave your seat. Don't go anywhere. This one is turning into be a handy-dandy barn burner. As you can tell, I'm having a lot of fun calling this one. As both teams very evenly matched. There's a good dig in the back right there by Meyer. Mark setting that one up over for Lance. She gets the kill.
Well, for 30.
And once again, it's going to be another rotation, as once you receive the serve, you do have to rotate the players in and out. As Bartlett back into serve for the Wolverines. Sends that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by Rainey. Miscommunication right there, but the Tigers managed to get that one over. Henriksen tried to get that one over. Double contact as she tried to jump in the air and almost put it behind her. So it is going to be 10-10. We are tied again, as it was a pretty good double contact call right there. And once again, Kendall Gutty. She's going to be back into serve once again. As you could hear, the Wolverines communicating with one another. And once again, Chagrin Falls, they're going to get the point right there. That one was outside the antenna. No doubt about that one. And now the Tigers are allowed to sub. As Grace Savity checks back in. Tigers up by 1, 11-10. And a good dig in the back as Henriksen now sets that one up over in front. Good touch. Thought there may have been double contact right there, but anyway, the Wolverines tie that one up. They get the point anyway. As we are tied 11 apiece. This one has definitely been exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Don't go to the refrigerator. Hold off on getting the snack. This one is really heating up. Is Lork now setting that one up over in front. And Danzig tried to go for the kill right there. Good defense right there. That one hit the ceiling. Not much the Wolverines could do on that one. And for those of you watching at home, yes, if it hits the ceiling, it's still in play. I know it sounds odd, but it's the rule. As Peroti, the senior, serving for the Tigers, sends that one over to the other side. And then Lance tried to go for the kill right there. Good block in the back right there by the Tigers. And now the Wolverines down by 2, up 13-11. And that one out of bounds, so it's going to be a point for the Wolverines, and they're going to get an opportunity to serve. And here comes Lauren Lance. As Lance helped this team get back into it in set number 2, as the Wolverines, they were down by 7 at one point, ended up winning that set, 25-21, and we are tied once again. My goodness gracious. And once again, this Wolverines team, they are definitely still in this one. They're going to get the lead once again, up by 1, 14-13. I have to say, when you take a look at the score book at the end of this one, the box score, you're definitely going to take a look at how hard both of these teams are really giving it their all. As Lorik now setting it up over in front for Pitzer. Pitzer tried to go for the kill right there, as Nirpani had to send that one over to the other side. Now setting that one up over in front for Danzig, who lettered as a freshman. Couldn't get it right there. And we are tied 14 apiece. Everybody has to social distance in the gym, ladies and gentlemen, but this crowd has been rocking. They have been rolling along with their teams as this match has gone on. As both teams doing a pretty good job setting it up as Weinberger tried to go for the kill right there. Good block in the back by the Wolverines as Henriksen had to send that one over to the other side. Now a quick little send over to the other side by the Tigers. Now going for the kill. Good dig in the back right there by Perotti. And now Nurpani, unfortunately, sends that one into the net. 15-14.
22 for 12, Westview, go ahead.
And Meyer is going to check back in alongside Preston Clayman. Clayman, the junior outside hitter, going to be lining up over near the net. Is Meyer going back in to serve. Sends that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by the Tigers. As Lorik now setting that one up over in front as Bartlett that was Henriksen who tried to go for the kill right there. Double contact called on the Tigers right there. 16-14. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, it's very early on in the season, but I think the Chagrin Falls team is going to really turn some heads as the season goes on. They are definitely battling. They don't give up easily. You can definitely tell they are well coached. And looks like that one's probably going to be double contact, and that's what the call is. 16-15. Here in set number 3. Chagrin Falls only down by 1. As Benz doing the serving right there for, Chagrin Falls, and it looks like we are tied once again as somebody stepped over the line. And we're going to have a timeout by West Geauga, as it's going to be West Geauga Wolverines timeout. Amber Baker taking the timeout right here, 16-16. For those of you tuning in late, Amber Baker, 7th year head coach over for the Wolverines. In 2019, she actually started up a girls lacrosse program over here at West Geauga. Unfortunately, with everything going on with COVID, they could not play the 2020 season. She has also coached boys lacrosse as well here at West Geauga and did a very good job, indeed. So definitely very passionate about not only starting up the lacrosse program, but also being the head volleyball coach. 7th year head coach, was also a JV coach for this Wolverines program at one point. 11-9 last season. Really kind of talking about how her back row players are all returning letter winners and are working well together. And really both of these teams are very competitive. I'm very impressed with the way that this Chagrin Falls team is coached. They battle back. I think as this season goes on, I think they're going to be able to turn some heads in some different situations. As that one is going to be a point right there for the Wolverines. Aaron Pitzer with the kill right there. (17-16). Wolverines in the lead. Here in set number 3, that one can't clear the net. 18-16. Wolverines, if they reach 25 before Chagrin Falls, and hold on, we're going to have a timeout on the court. As Chagrin Falls, they're going to take a timeout. As Kelly Holtz, definitely very passionate about the way she coaches this team. Just kind of talking with her earlier throughout the week via email. This team was left without a center. She pretty much had to, train 2 sophomores. And she really kind of said how those girls are making some great strides at that position. She saw some improvements in making connections between, the stellar passing and the senior attackers. She actually was a setter at Purdue University, so she does have experience in that particular role. A former coach over at Hathaway Brown in this area. She's also coached in the Indianapolis area. 18-16. And now 19-16. Wolverines up by 3. Only 6 points away from pulling this one off. Is Hannah Lorik, all conference, considered to have a positive attitude that spreads like wildfire throughout the team. Serving for the Wolverines. As that one sent over to the other side by Clayman. As Clayman tried to go for the kill right there. As now the Wolverines keeping that alive. Pitzer tried to go for the kill right there. Miscommunication right there by the Tigers. As the Wolverines up 20-16. And 5 more points, and the Wolverines could take this one, but don't count out this Chagrin Falls Tigers team. As now Pitzer going for the kill right there. Perotti with the dig right there. Rini keeps it alive, and Perotti, man, it almost got the point right there. Good dig in the back right there by Stiliano. And once again, I thought for a second there I thought Kelly Holtz called the timeout, and she is calling a timeout. 21-16, Chagrin Falls on their heels right now as West Geauga 4 points away from pulling this one off. 2-0 in the regular season so far with wins against Geneva and Cardinal. They had to go on the road against a Cardinal team that had already had a couple of matches already. They managed to do a pretty good job, you know, staying calm, staying poised.
I got all the whole minute.
And they managed to pull a 3-0 victory. As Lorick, the junior setter for this West Geauga team, sends that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back by Rini. Now Weinberger going for the kill, puts that one into the net. Just a little bit more, and I think she would have had a point right there for the Tigers. As that one now sent over to the other side, 22-16, hit the ceiling. And with the way the ceiling is arched a little bit, it can definitely take some funny bounces. 23-16. This Wolverines team 2 points away from taking this match. Is Rini, good dig in the back right there. As Perotti, great idea right there, just too much on it. Point goes to the Wolverines, 24-16. Is now sent that over to the other side. Good dig in the back right there by Rini. Rini now had to send that one over. Now setting that one up over in front, going for the kill right there. Clayman almost had it right there. As Benz had to send that one over to the other side. Now setting that one up over in front. Good block over in front. And hit 4 times. So the Tigers stay alive. 24-17. Nurpani in to serve. This one is not over yet. Nurpani sends that one over to the other side. Good dig in the back. Stiliano had to send that one over to the other side. Now Weinberger going for the kill. She's going to get the point right there. As Meyer could not get the dig right there. As Chagrin Falls staying alive in this one. And now Clayman going for the dig right, or going for the kill right there. Chagrin Falls staying alive. And now Henriksen trying to go for the kill right there. Good block over in front by Chagrin. Is Stiliano setting that one up over in front, and it's going to be a point. Double contact right there. So the point goes to the Tigers, 24-19. West Geauga still in the lead. Stiliano now setting that one up over for Lorick. Weinberger right there in front with a block. Keeps that one alive. And now Goody setting that one up over for Weinberger. Lorick right there to return the dig. Stiliano fireballs that one over to the other side. Ooh, that one almost hit the ceiling. As Rini sends that one over to the other side. Henriksen up over in front. And there's the point. Set, winner, and the match. 25-19. This West Geauga Wolverines team beats Chagrin Falls 3-0. They're going to improve to 3-0 overall on the season. But you got to give this Chagrin Falls team a lot of credit. They battled back. They played hard. They really kept this Wolverines team at certain times on their heels. They are definitely well coached, and I believe they are going to turn some heads as the season progresses.